is. Let's get into, less heavy topics. Okay, for the Bondy Blue Show. Yes. All right, y'all. Natalie Nunn. Child, I ain't talk about Natalie Nunn in I don't know how long, girl. It's been a long time since I reviewed Bad Girls Club. I gave up on that foolishness. Y'all ain't gonna have my nerves bad with that terrible ass project y'all put them girls in them houses with nothing to do in liquor and no TV and all of that, and then just make them fight. That's all they did on Bad Girls Club. But y'all, Natalie Nunn lost her husband, child. Okay, she also had some surgery and got her chin shaved down. I didn't recognize who the hell she was when I saw a picture of her recently. Okay, but her husband then left her. From The Sun, Natalie Nunn has been dumped by her husband of 7 years after she cheated on him with Dan Osborne during a threesome with Chloe Ailing. I don't know any of these people. Yesterday, Chloe told The Sun how the two women had a wild night of passion with love rat Dan last year. I'll make sure I put some pictures of these people up because I don't know them, all right? Apparently, Dan has a long-suffering wife named Jacqueline Josa. So yeah, everybody's cheating over here. All right. While Chloe was single at the time, Natalie, who Chloe says had full sex with Dan, was married to Jacob Payne, and they were on marriage boot camp at some point, I believe. And she talked to that man like, like she was crazy. I tell y'all gotta stop doing that to these men. You think they're gonna stick around for your craziness, okay? Now we can reveal that Jacob, who married the American reality star in 2012, has left her. A source said Jacob was so angry when the story came out last night, he is gone to stay with friends and says he needs some time alone. It's not looking good, and the scandal has broken up their marriage. Natalie is devastated and cannot believe this is happening. How can you not believe this is happening? How can you not believe this is happening, Natalie? Explain to me how a married woman has a threesome without her husband. Make me understand. So you didn't flush 7 years of your life down the drain behind some foolishness. You could have had a threesome with your own damn husband. Husband is a nice looking man also, okay? And I think he stayed because they have a child, because they were having issues long before this. Because I remember seeing them on marriage boot camp, and it was a whole bunch of, drama going on between the two of them. But, you thought they was going to work it out. And girl, you went and had a threesome. And Chloe, what kind of friend is you putting all of the business out there like that? You low down. You low down. Gonna put that out there because you ain't got nothing to lose. Let me tell y'all, if you're going to be out here doing threesomes and you're married, do them with your husband, please. Now, I wouldn't advise you do that because there's a whole bunch of mess that goes along with that. You've seen Twyla Kenya Moore. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it. You'll lose your husband trying to be a thought out here. You got a new chin and don't know how to act. Moving on to Lizzo, y'all. Also, these glasses are Firmoo. I told y'all in another video, but just in case you didn't know, they're Firmoo. They are prescription. I have a code down below or a link because I'm an affiliate for them. So if you want to get some spectacles from Firmoo, hit that link down below. Okay, so Lizzo and her in this cutout. This cutout of her behind, okay, at the game. Okay, she had on what looked like a t-shirt. And the t-shirt had like either a cutout or it was just cut at the top. But her complete behind was out at this basketball game. And everybody online had something to say about it. Now, a lot of people feel like those of us who felt like it was in poor taste and not the time or the place for you to show your entire ass to all of those people, y'all think it's because of her weight. I don't think it's because of her weight. And I also feel like you must have a problem with her weight more than us, or at least more than me. I can't really speak for other people, but I watched Lovely T's video about this. I also saw Roxanne talk about it, and we all felt the same way, which is there is a time and a place to show your ass. And a family-friendly basketball game is not one of those places. Now, the basketball team, dancers didn't reached out to her. They want her to come and dance with them any old time. And it's like, y'all can make her feel better about this all y'all want to. But at the end of the day, there's a time and a place, okay? And that wasn't the time or the place. So she got online and said that she loves herself and she don't care what nobody say. But then she cried and then say it was tears of joy. I said, girl, look, I don't know what you're crying about. Okay, but I also know that a million negative comments will break anybody. It don't matter how strong you are. Seeing people constantly bashing you, especially when you was just out here living your life, you get on your phone and realize that people are coming at you sideways. It is a shock to the system. Trust me, I know. Okay, trust me, I know. I posted a video, a repost of a man with an elephant running in the rain. And the fact that the elephant was skipping had me giggling like I don't know what. I said, he actually trying to skip. Never in my mind did I feel like, oh, it's a circus. They must be abusing the elephant. Never did I think that. But I come back on my phone and then some white boy is sending me the middle finger like it's not a repost. Nigga, I did not do this. Like, does this look like me in this video? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, okay, another story for another time. But just an example of how people really just be coming at you out of nowhere and you just out here living your life. So I understand if she was upset because people was coming at her about what she did. It's not that big of a deal. I still love Lizzo, but I think that was in poor taste. And whether she was skinny or fat, that would have been an issue for me, for you to have your ass out at this basketball game. Okay? Now, then what I just saw either yesterday or today was her also having her ass out at the Chick-fil-A. The Chick-fil-A in Atlanta said, bitch, don't you bring your big ass back in here. I said, no, y'all didn't. Y'all wrong, okay? But, you know, she could be skinny or fat and still have a big ass. So, you know, whatever. But she twerking her ass on the counter at Chick-fil-A like people's, you know, chicken nuggets and fries don't slide across there 10 million times a day. And it's just like, so what point are you trying to prove at this point, Lizzo? Are you trying to prove that you're comfortable with your body? Because if you're comfortable with your body, then you don't need to prove anything to us. And I follow Lizzo, so and I know frequently she shows her lumpy, bumpy ass to everybody. I'm sorry, Lizzo, but it is a lumpy and bumpy ass. I'm not hating, bitch. We all got lumps and bumps, okay? It's what the asses look like when they real, okay? And sometimes, child, when they fake. If y'all seen some of these fake asses, now y'all starting to realize that wasn't healthy. And everybody's going to botch with hard asses that they got to, you know, figure out what's going on in there and all of that. Child, I seen something on botched out. Okay, look, wrong. Just wrong for you to do that to yourself. But I knew that would happen. I said, y'all give this 5, 6, 7 years for this stuff to really start to take, take control of what's going on in your body. Y'all gonna be, mad at yourselves for doing that, okay? Because once you get in your 30s, your ass start to get a little bigger anyway. So getting ass shots in your 20s is not the move, okay? If you're thinking about doing it, just take a look at some of these rock hard, bruised, misshapen looking asses that these ladies got now that they done had that in their ass for a few years, child. But back to Lizzo, sorry. I was just like, why? And I'm from New Orleans, so we twerk everywhere we go. It ain't even that you twerking everywhere you go. It's just that your whole ass is out. Why is that necessary for you to be out at these regular places with your ass out? Could anybody else have gone into Chick-fil-A with their ass out? Or to the basketball game with their ass out? Isn't this, lewdness or some type of law against you being out here like that? Like, I don't like when regular people have too much of their body out, just out and about. Because, I may not have children right now, but if I was one of them parents at that basketball game, I don't care what my child can find online. When I take them to a basketball game, I don't want your bare ass in their face. I just don't. Another thing is, Lovely T brought this up, and I was like, you know what? That's a good point. How you gonna have your bare ass on public seats? Bare ass on public seats. Public, everybody. Just everybody. People probably stood on that. Okay, you never know what done happened on that seat before you took your bare ass and sat on. Then you got pimples on your booty and you wondering why. I don't understand it, and I think it's unnecessary. I think Lizzo is beautiful. I think I love her body positivity. I really, really do. But I also feel like people need to wear stuff for their body. Okay? And I'm not talking about Lizzo. I'm talking about the rest of y'all that's out here with y'all guts hanging out everywhere y'all go talking about. Lizzo does it. Lizzo is a damn entertainer. Don't you show up to Walmart like that. Okay? Like, look, do what you want, but at the end of the day, I'm still gonna be looking at you like, I'm still gonna be looking at you like that. And I hold myself to the same esteem. Trust me, I ain't judging you and if I ain't judging myself, okay? But I feel like it's unnecessary. Like, if you want to be ass naked on your Instagram, by all means, girl, do your thug thizzle. You at these performances, shaking your ass with a thong on, girl, do your thing, okay? But out here at the basketball game, at the Chick-fil-A, girl. The album is fantastic, though. The music is great. The talent is great. But now I'm starting to wonder, are you really confident, or are you trying to prove that you're confident because you're not really confident? Let us know, Lizzo. Inquiring minds want to know. But, at the end of the day, this is just my opinion. And I'm not, trying to trash her or anything like that, because I love Lizzo. I really do. Her album makes me happy. It makes me feel good about myself. And her body positivity makes me feel good about my own body. So it's not that I want her to be ashamed of herself. I just want her to have some decorum and couth and not have her ass out at Chick-fil-A in a basketball game. That's all. Just like I want from everybody else out here in the world. And that includes all you skinny females. I don't want to see y'all ass neither. Okay? Lyrica's mama is in great shape. I told y'all I didn't want to see her ass neither, and I saw it. I didn't want to see it though. Okay? Put that away. Save that for somebody that want to see it. Moving on. All right, y'all. I don't know why we still talking about Jordyn Woods and his Kardashian situation. I don't know why we still talking about this. So, Jordyn Woods took a lie detector test on Red Table Talk to see if she was lying about apologizing to Khloe. Girl, let's go ahead and read it. Okay. Over the weekend, Jada Pinkett Smith released an Ask Me Anything segment for her Facebook Watch series Red Table Talk, where she answered questions about the show. After a fan asked about Jordyn Woods' interview, where she claims to have taken a lie detector test to prove she didn't sleep with Khloe Kardashian's baby daddy, Tristan Thompson, Jada's mom called Khloe out for trying to smear Jordyn. Around the 18-minute mark, Gam tells Jada it was important for people to see both sides of the story, and that Khloe's claims that Jordyn never apologized were untrue, and she also told Jada, you better not edit that out. Okay? Y'all, I like Jada's mama. I really do. She tells it like it is. Okay? Jordyn passed her lie detector test, which was aired for a segment in the show, to which she said she did not sleep with him. I don't know why y'all felt the need to do this. I don't know why y'all felt the need to do this. Like, are we still talking about this? I thought we weren't talking about this anymore. Okay? I've said it before. Khloe, you've done worse to your own friends. Okay? Tristan, he been a hoe. Okay? And how you get him is usually how you lose him. So, yeah. Let's not act like, Jordyn, was really the problem in y'all relationship at the end of the day. But I just kind of felt like the fact that she even felt the need to go and take a lie detector test was just carrying this on for longer than it needed to be carried on. After the video went viral, both Khloe and Jordyn appeared to respond. While Jordyn was busy wishing all her former friends well, Khloe implied that Jordyn was still lying. Essentially, Khloe, please get over it. Get over it. Jordyn, you get over it as well. We don't need no more conversation about it. Your 15 minutes from that situation has passed. Let it go. I don't want to hear no more about it. Okay? Don't do no more lie detector tests. Don't do no more Red Table Talks about it. Don't do no more interviews about it, sis. It's over. Okay? It is over. It happened. And we don't care anymore. Okay? Child, that damn Khloe knows she's some insecure. And y'all, Matthew Knowles claims Jagged Edge sexually harassed underage Destiny's Child. Word. Last week, Matthew Knowles announced the release of his new book, Destiny's Child, The Untold Story. While promoting the book, Matthew claims 2 adult members of the R&B group Jagged Edge sexually harassed Beyonce and Kelly while they were minors. In a candid interview with Vlad TV, Matthew Knowles talks about the different groups he used to manage and how he once made the mistake of putting Destiny's Child and Jagged Edge on the same tour bus when the girls in Destiny's Child were 16 and 17 years old and the boys in Jagged Edge were in their early 20s. Matthew claims he got a phone call from Beyonce and Kelly claiming 2 of the members from Jagged Edge would not leave them alone and that he eventually had to throw Jagged Edge off of the tour bus. Now, from what I understand, LaToya and Latavia were dating two of the members from Jagged Edge. So, were they really being sexually harassed? Or were we all just being young people on a tour being wild doing the most? Okay, I'm not sure. But Jagged Edge says they've engaged their legal team. Okay, Love B. Scott says, member Brian Casey posted an image on his Instagram page that said, "A lie don't care. Who tell it?" Okay, one thing I have learned from my 20 plus years in this business, and it's always something, he captioned the image, "It's actually funny how far people go to sell something, but I give all praises to the Most High at all times." Shalalawam, loved ones. Okay, I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna let it go. Okay, I'm ill-educated on whatever that was. Okay, on the group's official Instagram, they informed fans that they're talking to their lawyers about next steps. When a fan said that they better not let Matthew tarnish the legacy, someone behind the group's gram said, "Thank you. We engaged our legal team. We will manage at that level. We'll see how it all shakes out," said Love B. Scott. And I just kind of feel like Matthew Knowles is always trying to get some damn attention. Okay, your time is over, sir. Okay, your time is over. Now, I am interested to hear what he might have to say, but at the same time, don't put wording out there like that in order to make your book more salacious so people will want to buy it. Stop that. Like, won't you do something else? Like, I feel like he's constantly trying to profit off of his daughter's back. Constantly. And when you were her manager, that was fine. But that's no longer your position. And that's why she loved you from afar most of the time, because you're always doing stuff like this. All right? Now, I don't know what happened with Jagged Edge and Destiny's Child. I don't. But something tells me that Matthew is putting 20 on 10 so that he can sell his book. And I just want him to stop being so damn thirsty and go find something else to do. You had a job, a good job, before you became their manager. Figure something else out to do, Matthew. Lord, every time I turn around, he coming out with something else. Oprah Winfrey to executive produce a documentary about Russell Simmons and the allegations against him. Def Jam Fat Farm founder Russell Simmons has been confirmed as the subject of an upcoming documentary executive produced by media mogul Oprah Winfrey. As reported by Los Angeles Times, Apple TV Plus acquired the rights to the film about a former music executive's #MeToo experience. That executive is Drew Dixon, a former Def Jam employee who has accused Russell Simmons of attacking her in '95, leading to her departure from the label. Today, it was announced that the doc is headed to the coveted Sundance Film Festival. Russell Simmons stands by his denial of non-consensual sex with any of his accusers. He directly addressed Oprah regarding the documentary with this Instagram post, and I quote, "Dearest Oprah, you have been a shining light to my family and my community, contributing so much to my life that I couldn't list a fraction of it in this blog. I have given you the gift of meditation in the groundbreaking book, The Power of Now. We bonded, to say the least. This is why it's so troubling that you choose me to single out in your recent documentary. I have already admitted to being a playboy, more appropriately titled today womanizer, sleeping with and putting myself in more compromising situations than almost any man I know. Not 8 or 14,000 like Warren Beatty or Wilt Chamberlain, but still an embarrassing number. So many that some could reinterpret or reimagine a different recollection of the same experiences. Please note that your producer said that this upcoming doc was to focus only on 3 hand-chosen women. Russell says he took and passed 9 lie detector tests specifically for his daughter's peace of mind. I have refused to get in the mud with any accusers, but let's acknowledge what I have shared. I have taken and passed 9 3-hour lie detector tests taken for my daughters, that these stories have been passed on by NBC, CNN, BuzzFeed, New York Post, New York Mag, and others. Now that you have reviewed the facts, and you should have learned what I know, that these stories are unusable and that hurt people hurt people. Today I received a call from an old girlfriend from the early 80s, which means that they are using my words evidence against me and their commitment. All of the claims are 25 to 40 years old. It is impossible to prove what happened 40 years ago. But in my case, proof exists of what didn't happen. Mostly signed letters from their own parents, siblings, roommates, band members, interns, And in the case of 2 of your 3 accusers, their own words in their books. Shocking how many people have misused this important, powerful revolution for relevance and money. Maybe you should name your documentary Flavor of Love. In closing, what is that supposed to mean? In closing, I am guilty of exploiting, supporting, and making the soundtrack for a grossly unequal society, but I have never been violent or forced myself on anyone. Still, I am here to help support a necessary shift in power and consciousness. Let us get to work on uplifting humanity and put this moment and old narrative behind. 50 Cent said that Oprah is specifically hard on black men, but hasn't talked about Harvey Weinstein and, the slew of other white men who have been accused of the same thing. And here's my thing, 50. I recognize you feel that way, but Oprah is now exclusively in the black realm. When she was coming up, she was for you middle-aged white ladies. But now, as of own network and everything she's done since then, Oprah is back in the realm of I create content with and for people of color. Do we really care about Harvey Weinstein or Warren Beatty or any of the other white men who have been accused of these specific allegations? No. We care about Russell Simmons. We care about R. Kelly. We care about Michael Jackson because these are the people that we looked up to. So it really annoys me when black artists get upset with blog sites or any other media when they talk about negative things as it pertains to them. Oh, they're singling out black people. Sir, that's all I talk about is black people. So, of course, there's going to be negative commentary about black people because this is the people who I talk about. These are the people who I am catering to. So, of course, the stories that we tell are going to be focused on black people, whether they're good or bad. Okay? But I feel like there needs to be room for her to do her job without this, oh, you coming down on black men. Now, at the end of the day, nobody really knows what happens besides the 2 people who are involved, okay? So I'm not going to assume to know what Russell Simmons has or has not done. But I am going to say this. You have done a lot of things that have put you in a precarious situation. And if somebody wants to make a documentary about it and they can, what I'm going to say? All you can do is either not watch it or not support it, or you can, whatever you want to do. But I don't feel the need to look at Oprah like she's singling out black men. Now, at the same time, I will say I agree with 50 Cent to an extent because I still have not seen you say anything about Harvey Weinstein. And he was supposedly a friend of yours, correct, Oprah? You know what I'm saying? But I also feel like Oprah has done so much for the black community in so many different ways, just like Russell said. So, Russell, if somebody wants to talk about your misuse of women and how their experiences can differ from your experience, what can be said about that besides the chickens are coming home to roost and the world treats black men worse than white men? The world, okay? Oprah, okay, because 50 Cent posted the picture showing all the white men who have gotten away with this and nobody's went to jail, but Bill Cosby and R. Kelly are in jail right now. Mind you, Bill Cosby and R. Kelly got over on people for decades with what they were doing. R. Kelly had a videotape that we all watched, okay? Specifically when we were kids. When I was a kid, I saw those tapes, okay? So what I'm saying is they were able to get away with these things just like everybody else. But when the chickens come home to roost, of course the black men are the ones that are gonna get jailed. Of course. That's the way this world works. Black people are always the first ones to go down for something. I don't know about you, but even in corporate America, as a black woman, I could never get away with the things that the white boys could get away with. That was made very plain and clear to me working at the news station that white boy can do that. You black and you a woman. You can't do that. That was very plain for me to see. Okay, that's why black people have to say, well, we got to be 3 times better. We got to do everything the right way, because if we don't, that is put on a monitor and put out into the world for everybody to see. Largest cuff, this black person messed up. White people can do the exact same thing and not get the same punishment. That is the way of the world. That is not Oprah's fault. Okay, 50 Cent? That's where I disagree with you. Because Oprah don't have no control on whether Harvey Weinstein go to jail or not. But also, does Oprah's audience care about Harvey Weinstein's story? Or do they care more about Russell Simmons' story? Because he is the one that directly affected our our lifestyle in the black community. So I think there needs to be some allowance for the fact that we don't in general talk about y'all white people positive or negative. And we talk about black people positive or negative. So all of this, oh, you singling out black men? No, I don't agree with that. But I also feel like, when you gonna say something about Harvey, Oprah? All right, y'all. That's it. That's all for the Bondy Blue Show. I hope y'all enjoyed. All right, y'all. That's it for the Bondy Blue Show. I hope that y'all enjoyed both parts of the Bondy Blue Show. And I will see y'all in the next one.